Now, we'll consider the effect of expansionary fiscal policy in an ISLM framework. So this is our IS curve indicating product market equilibrium. This is our LM curve indicating money market equilibrium. So equilibrium level of Y and R are 0 and Y0 respectively. So now we consider that as a part of aggregate demand management policy, the government adopts expansionary fiscal policy. So expansionary fiscal policy can be adopted in two ways. Number one, increase in public expenditure, and number two, decrease in tax. And third is increase in public expenditure which is financed by increase in taxation. So initially we will start with aggregate demand management policy that deals with increase in government expenditure. So initially let us consider government is increasing the public expenditure. That can be done by through any welfare projects. That can be done by through increasing public expenditure on social overhead capital like building road infrastructure, or that can be done through subsidizing. So whatever it is, but increase in government expenditure will definitely boost up the aggregate demand. So aggregate demand equals to, its components are C plus I plus G. So if G increases given consumption and private investment, initially the aggregate demand will increase. So next step, what will happen? So first we can see that there is a rightward shift of the IS curve from I0S0 to I1S1. So initially at the rate of interest, Y rises to, aggregate demand rises to Y dash. Now, next stage what will happen? So in this case, product market and money market, these both are interrelated. So whenever the aggregate demand rises, so definitely there will be an increase in transaction demand for money. So there will be excess, so demand for money increases, but M bar by P, that is constant. So this is an excess demand situation in the money market. So here we also find that the point F is below the LM curve. So that means this indicates excess demand situation in the money market. Now what will happen next? Next is that whenever there is excess demand situation in the money market, to get that money, excess money, people will start to sell bonds. So automatically there will be an excess supply situation in the bond market. So excess supply situation in the bond market. So bond prices will start to fall and rate of interest will increase. So whenever rate of interest increases, it will have two effects. Number one, we know that speculative demand for money will start to decline, and on the other hand, that will have its effect on the product market. So if R increases, private investment will start to fall. So which is known as famous crowding out effect. It is said that the public government expenditure is crowding out the private investment. This private investment falls, so there will be a decline in aggregate demand also. So in diagram we say that whenever we reach point F, and after that rate of interest starts to rise. So whenever rate of interest starts to rise, there will be a decline in private investment and also a part in aggregate demand. So the rate of interest will rise from R0 to R1, final output level will become Y0 to Y1. So this fall in aggregate demand from Y dash to Y1, this is called, this represents the crowding out effect. So whenever there is an increase in public expenditure, that will cause an increase in aggregate demand as well as increase in rate of interest. Now we will show the effect of expansion, the government expenditure multiplier in ISLM model. So now let's start with the equations. Number 1, commodity market equilibrium. It is given as Y equals to consumption plus private investment plus public expenditure. B lies in between 0 and 1, and I dash is negative. This is equation number 1. Now we consider the money market equilibrium condition, that Ky plus LR equals to M bar by P. When K dash is greater than 0, positive, and L dash is negative. So we give it name equation 2. So if we differentiate equation 1, we get dy equals to B into dy plus I dash dr plus dg, or dy into 1 minus B minus I dash dr equals to dg. We give it equation number 1a. Now let us differentiate the money market equation 2. So complete differentiation of equation 2 will give K dash dy plus L dash dr equals to 0, because there is neither change in money nor change in price. So I give it equation 1b. So now we take equation 1a and 1b, K dash dy plus L dash dr equals to 0. This is 1b, and we use a vector matrix format of these two simultaneous equations. So in matrix multiplication form, they can be written as 1 minus b minus I dash K dash L dash dy dr equals to dz and g. 0. So this equation, we can solve the equation if we find that delta equals to value of this matrix 1 minus b minus I dash K dash L dash, this is not equals to 0. So if we break this we will get the value of the matrix L dash into 1 minus B plus I dash into K dash. So L dash is negative, 1 minus B is positive. So minus and also I dash positive negative. So I dash into K dash will be negative. So this will be less than 0, better. This will be not equal to 0. So this system can be solved. So now we will solve the value of dy from here. So in this dy equals to 1 by delta multiplied by dg0 minus I dash by L dash. So 1 by delta into L dash dg. Now we use the value of delta. So dy equals to L dash dg divided by L dash into 1 minus B plus I dash K dash, or dy by dg equals to, by cross multiplication we get 1 divided by 1 minus B plus I dash K dash by L dash. So this is the value of public government expenditure multiplier or public expenditure multiplier in simple case in ISLM model. Now we will compare it with simple Keynesian model. It is dy by dg in simple Keynesian model is 1 divided by 1 minus b. So here in the denominator the additional component comes because of the interaction of commodity and money market, and this component basically signifies the crowding out effect. So we always find that the value of government expenditure multiplier will be always less than the value of value of government expenditure multiplier in ISLM model will always be less than the value of government expenditure multiplier in simple Keynesian model.